Hey guys, gonna give you a little update on what I've been learning from my coach, Eero Westerberg. You can check him out at his YouTube channel, Vava Fitness, which is V-A-H-V-A. I was actually gonna make this much longer video than what I'm about to go to do. I was gonna go, okay, there's 3 core principles that I've learned. I'm gonna teach you this, I'm gonna teach you this, whoa, and this, and this, and this. And you know, I got just part way into the into the video. I was like, oh, this is gonna be 30 minutes. So I'm gonna teach you one thing, okay, one thing. And what I'm gonna teach you is to do this particular movement. Okay, I'm gonna teach you to do a simple forward bend that looks like this. Okay, simple, right? It's simple, but there's a lot going on that you might not notice at first, because most people just kind of like, you know, whatever, you just like go bend, pick something up, right? But you know, it's shit. Like your back's kind of like this, your stomach's hanging out, my glutes aren't engaged at all, just kind of like ugh. So I'm going to teach you to get a nice, real stable position. Right? And come forward with a nice supported core. Okay. So there's some prerequisite knowledge before you can do that, because it seems simple, right? It doesn't seem really simple, like you just always just bend forward, big deal. But I'll tell you what, I certainly couldn't do it for a long time. And I'm 31. And I couldn't do this for the first 31 years of my life. So, we want to start from stability, right? We want to get a nice, stable pelvis before we get going, right? And to do that, you're primarily going to need 2 particular muscles. There's other muscles involved in the stability of it, but primarily these are the muscles that you're going to want to focus on, right? First one's the gluteus maximus. So let's take a look at it. You need to know where the muscles are so that you can use your mind to send signals through your nervous system down your spine to the particular muscle and fire it, okay? It's the mind-muscle connection. So, take a look at it. So, you know, it's connected, you know, along, is this, yeah, you can see that? You know, in there, and then it goes whoosh, right? It goes whoosh down here. You can feel a lot of it here as well. A big chunk of it there, and it just goes and connects on here. Okay, on both sides. Okay, and as you can see, it goes kind of, you know, off screen, and it goes onto your femur. Part of it, some of it stops there at the femur, and the rest of it keeps going all the way down your leg to your knee. Side of your knee becomes the IT band. Okay, so before we even go into the transversus abdominis, let's see what it looks like to, you know, just nicely contract that gluteus maximus for stability in the first place, right? So, you know, if you're just generally kind of like standing, you might look something like this, right? So, what's going to happen when you contract that that gluteus maximus is that it's going to do a bit of a posterior tilt of your pelvis, okay? So just give it a bit of a hip thrust like this, just a little one, you know, just a few degrees, just a bit like that, right? And you'll know if you're doing it because you can put your hands kind of like down here, right? And you'll feel it firm there. And you can go in here, touch about here, and you'll feel it firm there as well. Okay, so this is kind of like your starting position, right? Okay. Follow along with these, you know, follow along with these videos. No reason why you can't just stand up and give it a go. You don't have to be passively just like, oh yeah. Okay, next one you want to get in touch with is your transversus abdominis. So, transversus abdominis, very important. You can see here it's just like through the whole goddamn core. So the fibers, it's called transversus because the fibers run transverse, right? Everyone's familiar with your rectus abdominis, that's no problem. Transversus abdominis, they go like this. And you can see that it wraps all the way around, like it just attaches to all the bones all the way around, like skirts the bottom of your ribs, comes up here, goes in, you know, right up to your sternum, comes back down, goes around, and then it goes all the way around there, and it attaches onto your spine, like just right in there. See there? See there? I'll just get a good zoom here. Oh yeah, look, there you go. Right, look at that. It goes right onto your spine there at the back, okay? So, you know, this muscle just goes whoosh, just pulls everything nice and tight and allows your, it allows, you know, because it's connecting, like, it's all the way from, you know, your pelvis, it's all along, all around there, and all the way up to your ribs and sternum and that. So it's just making everything one nice like this all the way around, okay? So the way you squeeze that is you imagine that you're sending, you know, neurology to that area and making it go. It's kind of like sucking your belly in, but it's not sucking your belly in the sense that you're kind of like it's not the same as your diaphragm moving up. Don't get confused in that way. It's a motion, okay? So just try to squeeze everything. I mean, you'll know if you're doing it right because you'll feel it all the way around, including in your back, right? Okay, so therefore, now that you know how to do both of those, maybe you don't know how to do it perfectly just yet. I certainly don't even know how to do it perfectly just yet. You can do this movement. So you get your little pelvis tucked there, right? Squeeze the transversus abdominis, and then you can go forward like this. And what's happening here is the glutes are doing the work, okay? Most people, you know, you think you're going, you know, forward, right? So what do you think? You think, okay, my back muscles are going. But what's really happening is your pelvis is just going forward, okay? So your glutes are lengthening, your transversus abdominis is keeping everything nice and tight, right? And your glutes are lengthening as your pelvis rotates forward, okay? So you get that nice stability to start off with, and then you go forward like this. And you're using your glutes to do it, okay? Now, I'm not doing it perfectly. I want to guarantee you that. I am not doing it perfectly because I didn't have good control of my glutes for a long period of my life. And even still right now, as I do that, it's not completely my glutes that are doing it. Like, my back is coming in and, like, you know, your body, it creates this special way to do things where it's like, oh yeah, I'll do it a bit with my back, and then I'll just move the position of the pelvis in to catch up, bit with the back, pelvis. So it's kind of like, you know, if this is your pelvis and this is your spine, your body plays this like tricky little game where it goes spine, pelvis catch up, spine, pelvis catch up, spine, pelvis catch up, spine, pelvis catch up, spine, pelvis catch up. Oh, a little whoop-de-doo. We made it up without actually really using the glutes. So what you're trying to aim for there is to be able to use the transversus abdominis to, you know, keep everything nice. And you also use, you know, your obliques and rectus abdominis and erectors as well. And then just lengthen the glutes to allow the pelvis to rotate, to go forward. And then use the glutes, squeeze them hard to rotate the pelvis back like that to come up. Okay, so yeah, as I said, I was gonna do like all those other concepts, and even still we're at 10 minutes, right? So anyway, the good news is there's more videos to come. please, if you have any questions, ask them in the comments below. I'd appreciate it. Anyway, see you guys. Have a good one.